Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are on chapter 6, Dhyan Yoga, text 24. Sa nischayena yuktavyo yogo nirvina chetasa sankalpa prabhavan kamams tyaktva sarvan ashesataha manasai vendriya gramam viniyamya samantataha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. One should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination and faith and not be deviated from the path. One should abandon, without exception, all material desires born of mental speculation and thus control all the senses on all sides by the mind. So Krishna has been speaking to Arjuna that how by following the Ashtanga Yoga, the yogi, one by one, how he goes to the forest, he sits alone, controls his mind and senses, and then he fixes his mind on the Supreme Lord. He comes in Samadhi, and in that way he achieves that perfection of yoga. So we can see that the perfection of yoga is Samadhi, fixing the mind on the lotus feet of the Lord, not on some void. But that is the Ashtanga Yogi, Dhyan Yogi. But what about the Bhaktas? So Bhakti begins from that platform. Bhakti begins, oh, here is a Lord. I'm not the Lord, and here is the Lord. And so I need to engage in the service of in devotional, loving devotional service of the Lord. And so that's the reason Bhakti is a process which includes Gyan Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Karma Yoga. It includes everything. It begins from the point of understanding. So now Samadhi, the yogi is sat in Samadhi. So that's what he's doing. He's just fixing his mind on the Lord. That's all. So his perfection is there. But when the yogi understands, oh, here's the Lord and I'm here, and it is my eternal position, my eternal duty to engage in the service of the Lord, then he becomes a bhakti yogi. Bhakti yogi. Because otherwise there is no activity, simply just appreciating the Lord. Only the appreciation is there, but the service is not there. That activity of the soul, that is not there as yet. So anyway, Krishna is saying that if you're doing this yoga, Ashtanga yoga,
so there was this also, no, Bhishma Dev. He was also lying and he was remembering. So he was also a bhakti yogi on the
Bhishma Dev. Yes, he's a bhakta.
Right? He's also a bhakti yogi.
Yes, he's a bhakta. He's a Mahajan.
Because he was lying on the bed of arrows and he was remembering Krishna.
And he was offering prayers.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not that only samadhi, not only that appreciating that, okay, that here is the super soul and here is me. No, but actually understanding, oh, I have a loving relation. I have a relationship with the Lord. And so Bhishma Dev, he had that virya ras with the Lord. He's shooting arrows at the Lord out of love, not out of envy. And the Lord is thinking that these are flowers being showered on him. This is a relationship between Bhishma Dev and Krishna. So he was, he's a Mahajan. So Krishna is like, because Krishna is explaining the Ashtanga Yoga, so he's telling Arjuna, first he says, you go forest, you sit alone, control your mind and senses. Your seat should be not high, not low. And then you fix your mind on me. And then he's saying you do it with determination and faith. Don't give it up. Don't let your mental desires come in the way. These material desires are just born of mental speculation. So you see, we have the desires. We have so many desires. Oh, if I do this, I will be happy. I will do that, I will be happy. But these are mental speculation. It's all based on the mind. There's no reality to it. Keeps us making us think that we are the body. So reading from the pulpit, the yoga practitioner should be determined and should patiently prosecute the practice without deviation. One should be sure of success at the end and pursue this course with great perseverance, not becoming discouraged if there is any delay in the attainment of success. Success is sure for the rigid practitioner. Regarding Bhakti Yoga, Rupa Goswami says, so this is from the Nectar of Instruction. Rupa Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, is given for us this wonderful instructions of how we can, his original book is called Updeshamrita, and Srila Prabhupada translated it as Nectar of Instruction. Utsahan nischaya dhairya tat karma pravartanat sanga tyagat sato vrite sadbir bhakti prasidhyati. One can execute the process of Bhakti Yoga successfully with full-hearted enthusiasm, perseverance, and determination by following the prescribed duties in the association of devotees and by engaging completely in activities of goodness. Updeshamrita 3. So this is the 3rd instruction Rupa Goswami is giving, that how to follow this devotional process, what the mood should be. We should be enthusiastic that yes, I am in the correct path. Let me not give up. Let me not become morose, and persevere with determination, with patience, persevere. We need to be patient. We sometimes get impatient. Oh, why it's taking so long? Why haven't I reached Vaikuntha already as yet? But we have been here for a long time. And be determined, not give up. Because if we are not determined, because we want something very quickly, and when we don't get it, we say, like grapes are sour. No, we should not have that attitude. We should patiently continue hearing and chanting with enthusiasm. Avishya Rakshibe Krishna. Having that faith that Krishna will protect me. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. And so our duty, our mood should be enthusiastic. We should be patient and determined. Follow the process properly, follow the prescribed duties, what the devotees are telling us in the association of devotees, not indulging in sinful activities, and go on with that mood. As for determination, one should follow the example of the sparrow who lost her eggs in the waves of the ocean. A sparrow laid her eggs on the shore of the ocean, but the big ocean carried away the eggs on its waves. The sparrow became very upset and asked the ocean to return her eggs. The ocean did not even consider her appeal. So the sparrow decided to dry up the ocean. She began to pick out the water in her small beak, and everyone laughed at her for her impossible determination. The news of her activity spread, and at last Garuda, the gigantic bird carrier of Lord Vishnu, heard it. He became compassionate toward his small sister bird, and so he came to see the sparrow. Garuda was very pleased by the determination of the small sparrow, and he promised to help. Thus Garuda at once asked the ocean to return her eggs, lest he himself take up the work of the sparrow. The ocean was frightened at this and returned the eggs. Thus the sparrow became happy by the grace of Garuda. So this is an example Prabhupada would always give us, that how determined we should be. We should not give up hope. Continue with it. Continue with our duties in Krishna consciousness. The sparrow wanted to dry up the ocean, and the ocean is laughing at her. What can you do? I won't give you back your eggs. She said, oh, doesn't matter. I'm going to do what I have to do. And one by one, she was trying to take one drop. But Garuda, he can dry up the ocean in one moment. And he said, hey, you better give her eggs, because I'm going to dry you up. So she attracted the mercy of Garuda. She attracted his attention by her determination. Similarly, we should also continue with our Krishna consciousness. Then similarly, the practice of yoga, especially bhakti yoga and Krishna consciousness, may appear to be a very difficult job. But if anyone follows the principles with great determination, the Lord will surely help, for God helps those who help themselves. So if we show Krishna, yes, I am truly sincere, then Krishna helps. He sees our sincerity. If we follow the principles with determination, then avashya rakshibe Krishna. Krishna will help. He is not callous. Krishna is always wanting us to come back to him. He's more eager for us to go back to him than we are. We just have to continue with hearing and chanting, continue hearing and chanting. Yeah? As he's saying, follow the regulative principles of devotional service, the do's and don'ts. Krishna will help. Is that okay? So we'll stop here for today.
Yeah, okay.
Bhagavad Gita ki jai,
Jai.
Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna.